We have walked a long way through the shadows together. From the first nevertheless to the burial in the soil, and through the beautiful exchange of our life for his. Today in this video, we reach the final window, the final verse in our journal. You know, it's the place where our surrender becomes our worship. So before I do the final flip through, let's go through verse number 7, Romans 12:1. And that verse says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. So I did decide to use the envelope, put the number 7 on there, our topping, the tab, that it's the offering. And I've included in there our little Bible study. And then I've got some more information back over here. Now I went and looked up and I added some information about this verse. And I also included one of the animal symbols that we talked about, which was the lamb. Because the lamb for us is the ultimate symbol of submissive surrender and sacrifice. So Romans 12:1 defines surrender as presenting your entire life, body, mind, and soul to God as a living sacrifice. This means willingly yielding control of your desires, your daily actions, and your future to Him, not as a means to earn salvation, but as a reasonable, ongoing act of worship in response to His mercy. Now, Romans 12:1 is actually talking about the living sacrifice, because don't forget, in the Old Testament, there was sacrifices all the time, but they were animal sacrifices that had died. But believers in the New Testament are called to offer our daily life, serving God through our actions and decisions while we are alive. Romans 12:1 also talks about total dedication. Surrender is not partial. It's a total commitment of your physical body and your life to God's will rather than the world's ways. Now, this is seen as a reasonable service. It's deemed the only logical, rational response to the immense mercy God has shown us, making it a spiritual act of worship. And it's a continuous choice that we must make daily. By our moment to moment, we must decide to align our will with God's. And that often requires a transformation of thought to avoid conformity to the world. So this surrender is not about bondage. It's a voluntary, loving response to God's grace, where I trust Him, you trust Him to guide our life. So that's my little notes, and the interpretation that I wrote for you is that our entire existence is meant to be an offering that's pleasing to God. And I have an application question. How can you present your daily tasks today as a living sacrifice to Him? Now, I gave us a graphic picture of that. Basically, what I did was it's AI, of course, but I made an altar of garden stones and we topped them with olive leaves. And basically, what I'm going to be writing on the back of this is 3 specific mercies that I have seen outside of my life today. Maybe in walking around, maybe in being, if you're at your job or something like that. Write down 3 specific mercies that God has given us. And that's our graphic for Romans 12:1. We'll put that right in that pocket. And this goes back in our envelope. And there we have that. So let's look at how the journal closes, and we're going to do the flip through. Well, first of all, I just absolutely love that I created this. I'm really happy that I persevered because I don't know how to do beading, but I figured it out, and I showed you in that very first video that there's a really cool looper tool that you need to get if you want to do this. And so that just makes me feel good. And I included a Holy Bible charm and a heart charm. And I have I love Jesus, I heart Jesus. So I just think that's so perfect. So as we flip open our Gatefold, we're going to quickly walk through all the pages. This is where we have the beautiful graphics about surrendering. I've given you what does surrender mean in the Bible. So you've got a lot of ideas and knowledge about what surrender means. And then we did our first verse, which was Matthew 26:39. There is, why should we even study surrender? I included that so that helps you understand how important this study can be for your life. And so we've got lots of pockets. We've added some mixed media when we did our wet, embossing. And what does surrender look like for a Christian? What does it look like in your life? I've given you that information. And hopefully those 3 points would really help you understand and comprehend more the whole idea of surrender, right? That we are to submit ourselves. And we've added some fun fibers. We've added window envelopes, walking graphics through the garden. Some more beautiful flowers. We included the mourning dove representing the peace. Some more ideas and discussion about what does submit actually mean in the Bible. Excuse me. And, for number 5 was the exchange. He was crucified for us. And that we need to be grafted, onto the vine. So we have to yield our will for that to happen. We've used gotquestions.org to answer some really good questions about this study, and I've included that in here. We have our beautiful envelope that we made that includes that. We've got the wonderful flip and our pockets. And then on the back, I added all of the word fetty that I usually give you in my kits that are words that talk about the Bible studies that we've looked at. Well, why did I intentionally title this study in the garden? Well, because it mirrors the hours Jesus spent in Gethsemane. I don't know if you know, but Gethsemane literally means oil press. It was a place of crushing pressure, but it was also the place where the most precious oil was produced. Jesus walked that path so that we would never have to walk ours alone. We don't have to go down this path alone. Jesus is with us. He felt that the weight of the shadows, in the garden is what I'm trying to say. So that when we find ourselves in the dark corners of our own lives, we can look through these faith windows and see high and light. We started the journal at the gate of the garden. We felt the fear of surrender, and we are ending it at the feet of our Father. Feeling the peace of being fully His. Well, hopefully that you saw through the flip through that we have built something wonderful in our study of surrender. Every layer of the washi tape that we used and the scraps of paper and the vintage paper and the music paper and all of the scraps and papers that we used. And every verse is all a monument to the moment where I choose and you choose trust over fear. So this journal is a map of your heart's journey toward Jesus and toward surrender. Well, my final call to you today isn't about finishing this project. It's about continuing the walk that we've been taking. Don't let the surrender, and when you close this cover, keep your heart open like the windows that we made in our journal. And if you found a piece of yourself in these shadows, or maybe one of these specific verses has finally given you the permission to let go, I want you to hold on to that piece. You and I were never meant to carry the weight of the world. We are only meant to be a witness to the one who already did. So go out today, be a living sacrifice. Be the light in someone else's shadow. And remember, the garden may be quiet, but it's never empty because He is there with us. God bless you on your surrender journey.